guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm doing Friday favorites. I have no makeup on my face. Like, all I have is moisturizer today and a bit of lip gloss because I have been helping my parents clean the house because our renovations are almost done, so we're trying to kind of put the house back together. So I've been just like dusting and, putting things back in shelves and that kind of stuff, so I don't have any makeup on today. Sorry guys if I disappointed you, but sometimes your skin just needs a break. I've been wearing makeup every day this week, so today I just needed to give my skin a breather. And because I wasn't really going anywhere, I figured today would be the perfect day to do that while I'm in the house just busying myself cleaning. I'm going to talk to you about Friday favorites for this week. Not many favorites that I have this week, surprisingly. I usually have a ton to show you guys, but the last couple weeks I've been keeping it fairly simple, only because I've been really using the same products over and over again recently just to get things finished in my project pan that I have going on this year. But I wanted to mention a couple of items. I think there's one or two new products that I wanted to show you, and then a couple things that I may have maybe talked about way in the beginning of when I first started my channel, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to dive right in. It's not going to be too long, and we will go from there. So first off, I wanted to talk about skincare. I know, like, can you believe it? Like, my skin is actually doing pretty well. I have no makeup on. This is my bare face with just cleansed skin and a moisturizer on top. And to be totally honest with you guys, I'm pretty impressed with the progress of my acne situation. I'm going to be posting a video for you guys on my acne progress, my acne update in the next, I would say, couple of days. Maybe Monday I'll post it for you. Just to give you guys an idea of what I've been using, what I have been doing as my current routine, just to keep my skin manageable and breakout free. So I have to say I'm pretty impressed with my skin right now, just because I have been skincare crazed for a long time. I would say just over a year. So that's why I wanted to mention this. I just started using this about a week and a half ago because I finished my my Michael Todd Moisture Light Daytime Moisturizer. That was a great moisturizer. I loved it. I finished it, and I didn't buy a backup because I have so many moisturizers to go through, and I have a couple of natural moisturizers I want to try to see if I can just eliminate a lot of the skincare steps into one. So I'm trying to get rid of all the stuff that I've had prior to that. So the Michael Todd Light Moisturizer for daytime was amazing. I really did enjoy it. It was great while it lasted. So the next one I had started using is the Aveeno Active Naturals Clear Complexion Daily Moisturizer with salicylic acid and total soy complex for clear and even looking skin. And I have to say that this stuff is actually pretty decent. It's at the drugstore. I'm trying to find if I'm not mistaken, there are no parabens in here. This is oil-free, hypoallergenic, and non-comedogenic, whatever that means. I have to look that up. So I have been really enjoying this. The scent of it is not bad. No, it's not too bad. It's very soyish smell. If you know what soy smells like, it kind of reminds me of that. I love how it comes in a pump, so you don't have to dig your fingers into a pot, Like, I can't stand when things come in. There are some really good products, like face creams that I like that are in pot form, but sometimes I just don't even bother purchasing them because even though it's a great product, to dig your fingers in there every time and get the product contaminated just defeats the purpose of having the product work just as good the first time you've used it. So I just like pumps and stuff like that. So this is a great drugstore option. My girlfriend Vanessa actually uses this as well. I've seen it in her bathroom when I was over, and she doesn't have any complaints with it. And I figure, it's a pretty decent daytime moisturizer. I don't think it has any SPF in there, which is fine because I really don't need SPF in my moisturizer since I have it in my BB cream or in my foundation, so it doesn't really make a difference. And I always moisturize my skin, even if I do use a BB cream, just because when you moisturize your skin and you hydrate your skin is a nicer base to apply your makeup on. So as long as your skin is well hydrated beforehand, that BB cream will go on flawlessly. So I have been enjoying this one. The Michael Todd one is very nice to use. It's more the higher end price point. I think it's like $18 to $24. I don't remember the price range. This one's a little bit cheaper. I think it's like $10-ish at the drugstore. So they both, I found, do the same thing. They smell differently. This one's a little bit thicker formulation, which is fine by me. I think this will I will enjoy this one more now that it's colder weather because my skin gets really dry. We'll see how long this bottle lasts me. This is 120 milliliters, so I think I'm like right here, and I use a good 2 to 3 pumps during the day. So I'm really been enjoying this, and it's affordable. So if you ever are in need of a daytime moisturizer, definitely go check this one out. So sticking with skincare, well, the skin, I guess I should say. Now this foundation, I have a love-hate relationship with this, but I have to say, I don't like this foundation by itself. I think it sucks by itself. I think because my skin has turned into a really dry skin type for the wintertime, this foundation is just not great. I even tried this in the summertime, the Kat Von D Lock It Tattoo foundation, and even then I found it really dry for my type of foundation. So what I do is I mix this with a lighter, more dewier foundation, and I find that it just goes really well with more dewier foundations. So what I was doing at first is I was mixing this with a more moisturizing what's the word, concealer. So I would mix this with like a more hydrating concealer and then apply it to my face, and my face would look kind of like semi-matte with a little bit of a glow. I don't know if you guys are understanding or getting what I'm trying to say. It's kind of hard to explain. It's not fully matte because I don't know what it is. I can't really go for the fully matte look on my face. It just doesn't go well. It gives you that mattifying look without being overly matte when you combine this with a more dewier foundation or a dewier concealer. So I have been enjoying incorporating, mixing other foundations with this. The reason why, like, I've been trying to get this finished because I clearly am not going to use this on by itself. So I want to get this finished before the end of the year, just so that I can get it out of my collection. It doesn't go bad. It was a pretty expensive foundation. I think it was like $40 at Sephora. I did get the wrong color when I went in, because their lighting was so bad at the time at Sephora. So I kind of bought the wrong shade, and when I figured it out, it was too late. It's already been past, like way past the time that you can go return it. So I'm making it work. I'm making it work. Bottom line is I'm making it work. And when I self-tan, it matches me quite well. So I haven't self-tanned in a good 2 weeks because I just haven't had time to. Like, you can tell, like, I'm quite pale right now, and usually I'm darker than usual, but I will be self-tanning tonight, don't you worry. But yeah, so I don't like this by itself. However, I love incorporating this with more dewier foundations because it just kind of brings that overdewiness to the other foundations a bit more leveled off, and they're more, like, it's more evened out. You get the best of both worlds. So that's why this is in my favorites this week. When it's done, I'm not going to be sad to see it go, but I don't hate the product. So it's kind of like a win-win situation, if you guys know what I mean. Next up, so brows. I have been using my Anastasia brow powder. This I've had for quite a while, and I never used it because I was trying to get rid of my brow pencil from Lancome, which I believe I showed you in my last empties video for January. I finished that off, and now I'm onto the brow powder from Anastasia. You know, the Brow Bar To Go from Whitening Lightning is too light for me, so I use that more for an eyeshadow palette than anything, so that's kind of out the window. The wax I'll still use, not a problem, but the shade, like the shadows, are just way too light for my brows. So I use that more for shadowing in my eyes and my crease. This is the shade in Ebony. Yeah. See, it says Ebony. It's actually in the old packaging. This is their old packaging, believe it or not, because I purchased this like over a year and a half ago. It was in my collection for so long, and I never used it because I was trying to get rid of my other brow products first. So finally, I was able to crack this sucker open. And you know what? I really do like this powder duo. Ebony is very dark on my brows, and because I have like reddish hair right now, it's kind of maybe a little too dark. So what I try to do is I try to mix more of the lighter color and just a touch of the darker color for now, until I actually until my hair goes back to dark. I mean, at some point it's going to go back to dark. We're women. We always change our hair color. It's just in our genes. So eventually will go back to dark. So what I've been using right now a lot more is the lighter shade in the duo, but I do mix them and swirl them around just because I find that it does give that perfect shade for my brows. Like I said, I'm not wearing any makeup today except for some lip gloss because I'm doing things around the house, but like my brows, I've been trying to grow them out. And I had grown them out for a while. I didn't really shape them. What I did was I kind of trimmed them a bit because they were kind of getting a little too wild for my liking. But I have been using castor oil on my lashes and my brows just to kind of get them growing and fuller again because I do enjoy a more fuller brow look. So Anastasia's brow powder, definitely a good investment. I think the brow powder is like $23. And to be totally honest with you guys, if you guys don't want to spend the money on the Brow Wiz, because I am currently using the Brow Wiz and I'm kind of on the fence still about it. I don't really have an opinion on it yet. Their brow powder, Anastasia's brow powder, is very good. You get a lot of product for what you pay for, and it'll last you a lot longer than the Brow Wiz. Just saying. Just putting it out there so you guys see what's worth more your money and spending your money in certain places that'll, last you longer. So for my concealer, I have gone through 2 out of the 3 concealers in my project pan. Yay me, I'm so proud of myself. So the last one in my project pan is the Physicians Formula Youthful Wear Spotless Concealer. This is the twist up one. I'm in the shade light medium. This is like really light for me, but I like to do that under the eyes just to kind of conceal any dark areas. Like I have slight darkness under the eyes, but nothing too extravagant. It does the job, and I thought I was going to hate this product, but it's got a little roller ball, and it's very cooling on the eye. So when you apply the product, first you twist, the product will dispense. You use the roller ball to apply the product. I love the feeling of the cold roller ball under my eyes. It's so refreshing, especially when you are doing your makeup in the morning and you want to look more rejuvenated. That cold roller ball is definitely really nice. I thought I was going to hate this product just because of the way, the packaging was, the way the roller ball was. I thought that it wasn't going to do well. But I have to say, the roller ball does great things to under my eyes. It's a very nice cooling effect. The actual product itself is quite opaque, as you can tell. It blends in really nicely. Like I can blend this in very nicely with a cosmetic sponge or even a beauty blender if you want. And you're good to go. So, in quick days, I'll just, swipe this a couple times across my under eyes, both sides, pat it out with a beauty blender or a cosmetic sponge, and then set it with a powder. In, Other days I'll take the time and I'll double conceal. So I'll do the concealing, I'll pat it out, and then I'll conceal again if I really want that extra coverage. But it is quite nice. I would say it's a medium to full coverage. You could build it up. You definitely could build it up because I have. It's at the drugstore. I got this on sale for like under $10. So if you do pick it up on sale, you're definitely saving more that way. So just keep an eye out at the drugstore for that. Packaging is nice. You're not dipping your finger into anything. You're just twisting and it dispenses out for you, which is good. And the rollerball gives it that cooling effect under your eyes, which makes you look more rejuvenated, which is what I like, especially in the morning. Girls, if you have those issues under your eyes, you know what I'm talking about. So definitely go check it out if you are in the market for a drugstore concealer. 3 more products, guys. 3 more products. So my nails, I've been rocking a dark shade this week, and it is by OPI. This is from their Coca-Cola collection. It's called A Grape Affair. Anyways, it's a gorgeous purple. It's very, very opaque, very dark. I have 2 coats on. When the sun hits my nails, it looks really, really purple. Like I would say purple like my sheets. That's what it looks like when the sun hits it. But when it's just regular lighting, they look almost black, but they're just like a dark eggplant, which is what I like. Kind of reminds me of OPI's Lincoln Park at Midnight, if you guys are familiar with that shade. This is from the Coca-Cola collection. I'm sure you can get it at any salon that sells OPI, or you can get it online. Have been rocking the dark colors because it's been really cold right now in Canada. We're in like minus 37-degree weather. So it's still winter here, guys, so I'm still rocking winter nails. Usually at this time after Valentine's Day, I'll start rocking like bright colors. Mentally, I'm just not there yet. So yeah. Anyways, moving on. Mascara. I had to swatch out my mascaras because I finished a couple of my mascaras. So I've been using the, what is this? L'Oreal Telescopic Shocking Extensions Mascara in black, number 971. Love, love, love this. A lot of people, it's like a love-hate. Some people love it, some people hate it. Love this wand. So, so precise. You can get right under to the base of the lashes and get them all coated with mascara. Takes a little bit more time to kind of, perfect it, but I really do like this. I do have a backup of it, and I think it's in waterproof if I'm not mistaken. I love how this is black, and it's very black, and I just love how it's buildable mascara. It doesn't clump up as much as other mascaras would when you put more than one coat. So, I put one coat down, let it dry, put another coat down. It doesn't clump, which is what I like. And they make your lashes really look longer and fuller. So that's why I like this. So it's drugstore, it's L'Oreal. You can definitely get it at a decent price. Even if you have coupons, you can apply your coupons. Excuse me, guys. Anyways, my last product. I know. The MAC Toledo product, the MAC Toledo collection that has just launched is an interesting collection, I would have to say. Love their blushes. The peach that I wanted, they were out of stock, so I went for the next one, and it was Kindergarten Red. So this is what it looks like. It's an ombre, and I don't own any ombre blushes, so I'm like, yes, scores, I'm going to pick this up because I don't have one in my collection. Now, but when you swatch it, it's this gorgeous, like, I can't even describe to you what it is. Like, I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like, it's not red, it's not pink. I'm not flipping you guys the finger, don't worry. I can't even, it's very light on me because I have a little bit of a darker skin tone. So it kind of gives you like a natural flush to the cheeks when you apply that. Like, do you see how light that is? I mean, you can obviously build it up if you really wanted to. I don't need to, but I think that's just gorgeous for like a really simple cheek look. And it makes you look really, really natural. Kind of reminds me of, see what I'm saying? Like it's like I can't even describe it. It's just a really nice flush. That's all I can say. It's a nice flush. So, really, really been liking that. Kindergarten Red. I don't know if these are available anymore. You'd have to go check out your MAC counter, or you can get them online. But I really, really do enjoy this, and I have been wearing it all week. So they're like $38. They're a little bit expensive. You get a lot of product, 10 grams of product, which is pretty good considering. Most blushes are, I think, less than that. And that's it, guys. That has been my Friday favorites. Nothing too extravagant. Like I said, we are almost finished renovation, so I have been doing a lot of cleaning and helping out cleaning-wise and putting stuff back together. So I've been keeping my makeup simple. I mean, today I'm not wearing any, giving my skin a little bit of a breather, but other than that, that has been what I've been enjoying this week. A couple of new products I showed you. Couple of old ones I have mentioned in previous videos, but that has been about it. Leave me a comment down below if there's anything that you have been enjoying that I may be interested in, and I love talking to you guys in the comment section, so love to hear from all of you. And thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend ahead, and I will talk to you guys all in my next video. Bye, everybody. Mwah.